is 1
a.m., 1:09 a.m. to be exact, and I cannot sleep. It is the weekend, and it's the weekend. Figured that we're up late. Let me ask Copilot, like, what are good, what are some mental health facts? Because I got nothing to talk about. What did I do today? I volunteered at Salvation Army, but I already said that. I did dishes and I swept, mopped, wiped down the tables. Um, yeah. So we'll just get into some general mental health facts. Did you know that 1 in 5 American adults experiences a mental health condition each year? I did not know that. Um, it's linked to physical health, like conditions like depression can increase the risk of chronic illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease. Half of all mental health disorders begin by age 14 and three-quarters by age 24. I would say mine started by 14, but I really got into mental health and taking care of my health by age 24. It was after I had my first kid, Violet. I think I was 23 or 24. It was 2017. Uh, started taking mental health seriously. Um, started, I was in Pennsylvania and I was alone by myself, just me and my daughter, and I was like, wow, I'm miserable and there's nobody around, so maybe I'm the problem. I don't know how I got to that revelation. Probably God or my higher power, I'd like to say, because I don't know. I just knew that I couldn't live like that anymore. Um People with mental health conditions can be just as productive as others when supported properly. You do need a good support system to help you achieve your goals and, pick you up on your days that you don't feel like you can do it. You can do it anymore. You need that support system to remind you that you're more than just your mental illness, or you're more than just what you're going through right now. Money doesn't doesn't equal your worth. I can tell you that because I haven't had any income for like a year, and I've had my downs, but I've also had my ups, and I'm on the up and up now. Um, and the more I try to, the less I try to be something that I think people want me to be, the more I become, like, the more things fall into place, I think. Um, I know what I want to say, but like it's so late. It's hard to put into words. Like the less I try and the less I try and be something that I think that people want me to be, the more I become my real self, and things start falling into place for like the path that I think that I really am supposed to be on. Whew. Phew. That was hard to say. Um, Myth. This is a myth. You can snap out of mental illness. Fact. Mental health conditions are complex and often require professional treatment. Did you know that depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide, according to the World Health Organization? Schizophrenia, bipolar, and major depression are among the most disruptive mental health disorders. I myself have borderline personality disorder and major depression and PTSD, but that's not all that I am. The stigma around mental health is slowly decreasing because of podcasts like Pete vs. Anxiety, my podcast. other podcasts out there that I am getting to know by becoming um, more involved in my podcast. Like, I think I think being sober from weed has really brought me into myself and like my journey and where I'm headed. Um, let's see. What else can we talk about? Um, a couple of tips. I'm gonna be all over the place. Let me just tell you this because I'm using Copilot to think of things to talk about because I can't sleep and it's whatever. I don't want to be alone, so I'm out here talking to you guys. Um, share tips for personal self care. I would say when you're getting up in the morning, um, try and make your bed. For some reason, that just does something to uh, get the day rolling, and you always have at least one thing accomplished. And if you're like me and you sometimes like have a hard time taking a shower in the morning, like I like being clean and I can't like get up and start my day if I don't like take a shower. But it's a lot of the mornings I just don't want to get like wet. So um this might be TMI, but the first time like first thing when you go to the bathroom in the morning, just take off all your clothes. And by that time you're like, well, I don't want to put on dirty clothes now. So you just go and take a shower. It's science, you guys. Duh. Um, let's see what else can I get yourself a pill separator. Like don't just take your medicine out of the bottle every day because you're gonna forget. You might not know if you took it. You're gonna forget. Set an alarm for in the morning and at night for your meds. Um, try and honestly doing things like community service like really get me out of my funk because it gives you a sense of accomplishment and it's something about helping other people. You just feel good. You feel good about yourself and you feel good about what you did. um let's see what else. Drinking water is really important. I know all these things are so simple and cliche, but they're the truth. It works. They're cliche for a reason. um Music, meditation. Like I know it's really hard for some people to meditate, but I've used Soul Space, and I can tell like when I go to use Facebook in the morning, I just hear this little like voice in my head like, Wanda, do your soul space. And I feel guilty if I don't do my soul space, which is just like it's not Christian based, it's like spiritual based meditation. It goes over verses in the Bible, but it puts it in a way that isn't so it's more like peaceful and this is how you can apply it to your life. So Soul Space is that app and it is free. There's like a premium version, but like basic thing is it's free. Um, Also, something I did while I was in jail, I kept a dream log. And that was interesting because when you look up significant things you remember from your dream, it can interpret it into something like you're like, wow, that's what it means. And if you have like dreams in a row that like don't seem like they go together, the message of them can like sync up and tell you like where you're headed, where you're going, your goals. what's stopping you. Um, yeah. Ooh, that would be interesting to invite listeners to share dreams and explore their symbolism. That's a good one. I'm not professional in that, but my next goal is to save up and afford Podmatch, which will match me up to different guests that can be on my podcast, because I think it's much more interesting when we can expand the conversation um, with other people, like-minded people, or people that are knowledgeable in things like shadow work, psychology, sociology, psychedelics, um, interpersonal connection, um, you know, different things like that can really expand the conversation. And I look forward to doing that. It costs about, I think it costs about $40. Um, I'll have to look more into that. It's around 36, $40. Um, but I do have Tether also, which is $135 a week. So any income I have usually goes straight to Tether, which is shitty. And for those of you wondering, no, I don't know how long I'm going to be on Tether for. I have trial coming up in September, but honestly, the way Chippewa works is just slow as fuck. It takes, like, everybody I was in jail with, it's taken them at least like a year to get sentenced. It's crazy. It is it's wrong. It's what it is. You should have a right to a speedy trial, and they just keep you sitting in there wondering what's going to happen, and you have no idea. And there's only one public defender for over 200 people that are sitting in that jail. It's wrong. And I'm not just saying that because I was in there. I'm saying it because it's a matter of fact. Um, they should definitely have more than one public defender for all those people, because all those people aren't getting a fair trial. There's some people that, deserve to be in there or what have you may, but there's also people that, need to be heard. And it's hard when it's just one public defender. And no offense, Jim, but he's like should be close to retiring, if not should have already retired. Um and that's just my take on it. Um let's see. What else? Ooh, you know what would be fucking interesting? This is a really good one. Late night confessions, anonymous call-ins where people share secrets or regrets. Ooh, and you know what? I have a, I, I have a phone number. I have a number, and you can call in. You're more than welcome to call in, and *67 and talk on here, because my Bluetooth is hooked up to my soundboard and people can hear you. So if you have a confession, or want to say something, want to give a shout out, I think I'm gonna start doing that even during the day. Let's see. How do I go to? Um, and some people may make a joke of this, but this is also a phone number, so you can do confessions. You can call in, and how do I? Oh, I can't do it now. I don't know if it'll show up on Facebook, but oh, there we go. Oh, cool. So that's the phone number you can call in, do a confession, *67. Um, you know, late night confessions, or if you have something to say, something you want to do a shout out to somebody, dedicate a song to somebody, we can definitely do that. This is something I'm gonna incorporate now. Definitely very cool. So nobody's on right now because it's 1 in the morning, but I think that's fucking cool. Um, let's see. I'm not really into paranormal, but that is a suggestion. Unsolved mysteries or urban legends. I feel like that's already done. Like people already do that, and I don't want to, you know, take up on that. Take that up. Um, let's see. How about would you rather's? Would you rather have more time or more money? I would. Oof, that's a tough one. Would I rather have more time or more money? If I had my life already set out, like I'm gonna live till I'm like 50 or 60, I would rather have more money. I hate to say it, but I would rather have more money. And maybe that's shallow of me, but would you rather work alone or with others? It depends on what I'm working on. Um, Honestly, I like to work alone because like I know what I'm doing, what my capabilities are. Um, and time management. I kind of I just hate depending on other people because you never know like what their speed is, like what their dependability is. But some things I would like working with others, like um I don't know, I think I would hate to work alone all of the time. But I did have a job once and I highly recommend it for people that are introverts. I was a merchandiser for Hallmark, and I would organize the cards and put away the gift wrap and all that stuff. I'd go in to different stores every day, but you have to have a car to do it. So, would you rather have a desk job or an outdoor job? I think I'd rather have an outdoor job, but I also have a bad back because I'm chubby. So, can we do both? Some of these are like, can we do both? I think I would rather have an outdoor job though. Like, what if I could work at Disney World? That would be fucking bomb.com. Would you rather be bored or too busy at work? I would rather be too busy because that makes the time go by faster. Would you rather work for someone else or own a business? I've never owned a business, but I think I would like to. Um, if I had, the skill set to do so, I would like to work for myself. Um, would you rather send an email or make a phone call? I feel like I would rather send an email. Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather be physically stronger than most people or be able to fly? Be able to fly, hands down. Would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter? I'd rather have a teleporter. Would you rather have a slow car or a fast bike? A slow car. Uh, would you rather be the center of attention or go unnoticed? Honestly, I'd rather go unnoticed. And that's hard to believe because I do this podcast, but honestly, it's easy. I find this podcast to be helpful for my mental health because I am on tether and I can't really go out into the world, but this is my way that I can connect with other people. Um, and usually I've never gotten any negative feedback from podcasting. Although I did watch some of my old shit on YouTube and it was a little cringeworthy. I was like, damn, I spilled that much. Like I shared that much. But it's good to see. It's I don't know if refreshing would be the word, but it's enlightening and sobering to see how I was then compared to how I am now. I'm definitely a lot more calm now, and I feel like I don't have such an attitude about things that are going on. Jail taught me a lot. Jail taught me patience, and and that I don't need to get so riled up about things. So yeah, in the works, I'm working on getting onboarded with Pete vs Anxiety to do StreamYards so that I can be part of Oracle Talk Radio Network. Um, if you guys are interested in being a podcaster, reach out to Pete vs Anxiety. Strongly suggest you get yourself a membership on StreamYard. They have a $1 trial for a week, and it's really cool to explore. It's pretty easy to, get all this together, and just you don't even have to have a microphone. I think you can just do it from your like computer and talk to your computer. This is just this shit just does fancy things like play music.
And do stuff like this.
Or this.
There's an echo.
There's this.
This. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. It's a little catchy. It's kind of catchy. It's kind of catchy. But,
Yeah, so a lot of random topics covered tonight. Um, I don't know. I think I could fall asleep if I tried to. So with that being said, like I say, um, good night. And I will be doing. I think I'm gonna start doing anonymous confessions. All you have to do is *67, call into this number here, and leave a voicemail, or talk to me. Tell me, you don't even have to *67. You can just call and do a shout out to people. You can do a confession. You can request a song. You can talk to me about mental health, anything that's on your mind. Um, I want this to be a safe space for anybody and everybody. So, with that being said, sweet dreams, everybody, and wish me luck going to bed.